Today, we are breaking down the 10 most common opening mistakes you need to stop making right now if you want to win more games, and let's count them down. Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Pranav and I'll be a chess mentor. Okay. Have you ever lost a chess game in just 5 moves? You sit down, you're excited to play the game, and before even you finish your morning tea, your king is checkmated, or maybe your queen is gone. Okay. Losing in an opening is an incredibly frustrating, but the good news is that the most beginners make the same exact mistake. Okay. Today, we are breaking down the 10 most common opening mistakes you need to stop making right now if you want to win more games, and let's count them down. Okay. Now, the first and very basic is moving the edge pawns too early. Okay. Now, this is the problem with the beginners. Okay. Mistake number one is pushing your pawns right at the start. Okay. Beginners love doing this to attack, but opening is all about controlling the center of the board. Okay. Most of the beginners play maybe, wait a minute. Let me just flip the board. Yeah. Maybe a4 or maybe h4. Okay, but as I said, opening is about controlling the centers, which is e4, d4, e5, d5. Okay, so your first move should be always either e4 or d4. Okay, stop playing the edge pawns, which is maybe a4 or h4. Okay, it seems like attacking to the beginners so that your rook is activated, but actually it is not. Okay, now, second thing is the mistake number two. Okay, bringing the queen out too fast. Okay, your queen is the most powerful piece, so it feels natural to bring out the queen early in the attack, but don't do it. What your opponent will do is they will just attack your queen with the smaller pieces, the less soluble pieces, and you will waste your moves just to save the queen. For example, if you play uh, this, okay, trying to attempt a scholar's mate. Now see, you have brought the queen out too fast here. Okay, you have brought the queen out too fast here. Now they can just attack your queen. Okay, if you go here, play something like this, they can again attack your queen. Okay, you have to go back, and now you can see the position. What is the position here? Okay, if you bring out the queen too early, okay, they have attacked your queen, and at the end of the day your queen is at the starting square while they have developed their pieces separately. See, the central pawn is out, both the knights are out. It's black stone, so black can play this, and even the king is ready for castling. And if you see at your position, if you look at your position, okay, no, not a much progress. Okay, one central pawn and just a bishop. Okay, the only mistake you made, brought the queen out too early. Mistake number three, moving the same piece twice. Okay, moving the same piece twice. Let us say if you played this and played the knight to f3, then again you played the knight, let us say, to g5. Okay, wasted 2 moves. Again you have to come back. Okay, 3 moves. Okay, so this playing the knight here, then going here, then again coming back. Okay, this is playing a knight or playing a same piece multiple times. Okay, which you should avoid in the beginning itself. In first 7 to 8 moves, try that you move all the different pieces. Okay, now coming to mistake number four, blocking your own bishop. Okay, so let us say if you play uh, e4 pawn, okay, they play e5, and now here if you play the d3 pawn, okay, if you play the d3 pawn, you have blocked your bishop. Okay, after that it would get worse even if you play the knight here, because playing the knight here again, you have to do the castling, you have to play the bishop here, and then you do the castling. So see, your bishop is stuck here. Okay, so stop avoiding this. Okay, whenever you play a pawn, okay, here, make sure that your bishop is out first and then you play the pawn. if you play the pawn previously, okay, if you play the pawn first, and if your bishop is lost, I mean locked, that's of no use. Okay, something again which beginners need to work upon. Mistake number 5, a very common: beginners forget to do the castling. Okay, beginners forget to do the castling. Leaving the king in the center of the board is like leaving your front door wide open in the storm. Okay, castle early, it puts your king in the safe bunker and brings your rooks into the fight. Aim to castle within the first 7 to 10 moves. Okay, always aim to castle within the first 7 to 10 moves. Mistake number 6, again, copying your opponent's moves blindly. Okay, sometimes it looks like fun. Okay, that if you're playing this, uh, you played this and your opponent also played this. Okay, but sometimes it can be a trap. Okay, at this point of time, if your opponent plays this and you being the black again played this, okay, this is a disastrous. Okay, now here white certainly has the advantage. White can attack your knight. Okay, and if you try to copy it, okay, again that's a blunder, because white can just simply push this, or maybe it can, after you go here, it can give a discovered attack to the queen, and you can basically fall into the trap. So never you should copy your opponent's move blindly. Okay, mistake number 7: opening the center when your king is unsafe. Okay, now let us say if here you're opening a pawn, and playing some regular openings. Okay, now the thing is your king is almost in the open. Okay, and here it is very important that the center should remain close. Okay, it is very important that the center should remain close. Avoid trading here. Let us say if you go for the trading, and this this part becomes open. Okay, your king is again in the center and you have opened the center. That is something that you might need to look upon. Okay, so this is the mistake number 7: opening the center when your king is unsafe. Okay, you should not do that. First, what you can do is you can do the castling when the king is in the corner. Yes, then you can start trading in the center. Got it? Coming to the mistake number 8: falling for the scholar's mate. Okay, stop falling for the scholar's mate. So it basically starts with, obviously it's a checkmate before e4, e5. They play the queen to h5, attacking the weak f7 pawn, but we try to defend this. Okay, and most of the beginners fall for the scholar's mate because they know the king's pawn opening or any basic opening, and they follow that blindly. So after the pawn is developed, one knight is developed, they tend to develop another knight, and they tend to get the checkmated. Okay, so stop falling for this trap. Okay, basic video on how to avoid scholar's mate is there on my channel. You can just go visit and learn from there. It doesn't only show how to stop the scholar's mate, but it also shows the counter attack, so that none of your friends will play the scholar's mate against you. Okay, mistake number 9, again, playing without a basic opening plan. Okay, you should always have a basic opening plan in the mind, which is controlling the center, bringing out your knights and the bishops. Okay, castling your king. This should be of a 7 to 8 moves. So I'll just quickly go through. First, you can control the center, uh, take both the knights out, then take this bishop out, and then see, I have pushed the pawn after taking out the bishop, so that the pawn doesn't block the bishop. You can take this bishop here, and then you can do the castling. Okay, this should be your basic plan. If opponent is not attacking, or not if opponent is developing their own pieces without disturbing you much, this should be your basic plan. Okay, this should be your first 7 to 8 moves. And last, and the mistake number 10, it is hope chess, assuming that your opponent won't see your threat. Okay, if let us say here I am trying to attack this, and I'm just hoping that if opponent will not see, then I will just capture off this piece. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, let us say if you're hoping that I will take this and opponent will forget to capture the knight, or opponent will not see that the knight is not guarded and opponent will play the king. This is hope chess. Okay, the main thing is if you can spot it, your opponent also can spot it. So the basic line is never ever underestimate your opponent. Okay, so these are the 10 basic rules which you should follow. Okay, bye bye, take care, keep practicing, and if you like the video, please comment in the link below and subscribe to the channel.